Hey, it's Zach with Android Police. A couple months ago, Google dropped the Pixel 6 Pro, and you know what that means. We gotta do a Making It Mine video. As always, everything is linked in the description below, so make sure you check all of it out. So, this is the Pixel 6 Pro, and this is how I've made it mine. As usual, starting off with the launcher, I'm using Nova Launcher this time around, and I've got a grid size of 12:7. The icons are set to 105% with labels disabled, and I've also disabled the status bar and the dock for that clean trifecta. The wallpaper I'm currently using is from an app called Nothing But Wallpapers. It's got a great collection, and I've messed around with a couple of other walls, but I landed on this one for this setup. The icon pack I'm using is called Dynamic Material U. It's currently in early access, it recently got updated, and it stands at over 4,100 icons. What's cool about this pack is that it changes colors based on your wallpaper, although you will have to reapply the pack every time you switch your wallpaper, which makes sense. Luckily, there is a quick and easy way to do that. As for the widgets, the one up top is from Finesta for KWGT, and as I'm sure you can tell, it's somewhat reminiscent of the search widget from Android 7, so I thought it would be a nice addition, especially for a Pixel setup. I have it set to activate the assistant when I hit the button on the right, and a regular search when I hit the button on the left. Now, the main star of the show, in my eyes anyway, is that widget at the bottom. This is also from Finesta for KWGT, and it's got a little bit of everything. It's got time, date, weather info, a battery level indicator, and a nice little message that changes depending on the time of day. I have it set to open up the Flux weather application when I tap on the temperature, and by the way, if you haven't tried this weather app, I do recommend it. It is in early access, but it works well and it looks great. Now, closing out the widgets, the last one I have sits over here on the second home screen, and it's a simple calendar widget from Timeless for KWGT, and well, that's about it for this home screen. Getting back to the main home screen, of course, I've got the Google feed off to the left, you gotta have that, but taking a look at these icons, I have these set up pretty specifically. So some of these double as folders, which I can open up with a swipe gesture, and you can set this up by long pressing on an icon and hitting the pencil icon. So the Twitter app icon opens up Twitter with a regular tap, but a swipe up gesture opens up my social media folder. Same thing with the clock icon and the YouTube icon, but with this one, I also have it set to open up the Play Store when I do a swipe down gesture. Now, speaking of gestures, Nova Launcher has a really solid set of gestures that you can do on the home screen, and so the ones that I use are a 2-finger clockwise rotation to open up the recorder, a 2-finger counterclockwise rotation to open up the now playing history, pinch in for the desktop preview, pinch out for sound search, a 2-finger swipe up to open up battery stats and settings, and a double tap to activate the assistant. These all work super well, and I especially like the quick shortcut to sound search. It's pretty insane how quickly this recognizes music. As for the app drawer, there's nothing too crazy in here. I do take full advantage of the ability to use folders in the drawer to keep things nice and clean. I've listed some notable applications in the description for you to try out. Things like the 3 Good Things application, for example. This is a nice little app that has you log 3 good things that happened throughout the day so as to remember and appreciate the things we probably take for granted. I've also got a couple of games that I mess around with. I don't really play mobile games often at all anymore, but every once in a while I will. I've also been messing around with Muviz. You've probably heard of this one, it's been out for quite a while. It's a music visualizer, and I think it looks great. There are tons of different visualizer styles and settings. It does take a little battery, but that's a given, but it hasn't drained battery in my experience. This is fun to have around for sure. But that's about it for this setup and how I've made the Pixel 6 Pro mine. I hope you enjoyed this setup. Let me know what other applications and wallpapers and other cool stuff you think I should check out. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the Android Police channel if you're new. It's been Zach, I'll talk to you later, and thank you so much for watching.